How about you, X? How'd you get going?
First, I'm gonna take a sip.
All right, get ready, y'all.
Y'all want the condensed version or
We want
the
the
actual
we want the real version. We want the juicy version. Yeah, we want the juicy version.
you know I can do that, bro. All right, so basically, I'm an artist. For anything, I'm an artist. And when I was coming up, there wasn't no studios in New Orleans like that you can just go to. You know what I'm saying? And plus, nobody I knew produced. Nobody I knew had equipment. So I learned what I learned out of pure necessity. If I wanted beats, I had to make them.
Yes, sir.
If I wanted to record, I had to learn it. So what I used to do is listen to all of what I felt, in my opinion, was the best engineered albums. It tried to mimic that. I didn't know what compressors was. I didn't know what none of that shit was. All I knew was that, okay, that shit make that go loud. And I know that is sounding loud, so yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Louder is better.
Loud is better. I listen to some of that stuff now, like, yo, what was I doing? But I'm 14, and in my mind, I'm like, okay, I know I don't know the technical terms, but if somebody in the industry can see the potential as me being a 14-year-old doing all of this, it's a different situation. So one day, my mom, she goes have a drink. They had a local bar about 2-3 blocks away from where we used to live at. I'm 14 at the time. She calls the house because I was making beats. She called the house. She say, somebody want to speak to you. I'm like, who if I want to speak to me? What you talking about? So get on the phone. I'm like, hello? Voice come on like, yeah, what's up? It's Fresh. Fresh. Fresh who? Manny. Wait, hold up. Manny who? I only know one Fresh that got another name that's Manny. All right? So stop playing with me, son. Who this is? Nah, this Manny. And then I kind of put the voice tone again. I'm like, oh, shit, this Fresh. Oh, what's up?
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah, your mom's told me that you make music. I'm like, yes, I want to be just like you. Now forget this. He told me, exact words, don't be like me, be better than me.
All right.
Yeah. Good words.
So I'm like, oh, shit. And he was like, yeah, your mama said that you just made some, some stuff. I'm like, yeah. And she told me that you making beats off the PS2. I'm like, yeah. And at this time, he was just amazed, like, wait, how you make beats on the PS2? Because I didn't have no keyboard, no drum machine, none of that. I had a PS2. Rest in peace to my auntie Lynch that just passed. She bought me this game called MTV Generator, which you able to sample.
Cool.
You able to make your own drum loops and kind of make your own piano loops. It's kind of like FL, but for the PS2. So I started, Kanye was popping, so I tried to figure out what he was doing. Then when I realized, oh shit, all you doing is taking, I can do that. I'm dope at that. I know a lot of that stuff. OJ's, Isley, oh yeah, I can do something. So I had this Miles Davis sample, I flipped it. Given the fact that we from New Orleans, of course, jazz is a big part of my culture. So when I played it for him, he's like, wait, you did this on the PS2? I'm like, yeah. He's like, no, you did not do this on the PS2. I'm like, yes, I did. He's like, yo, Friday, come to the studio. I never been in the studio before. So this is around the time that Wayne still had braids. This is around the time that Cash Money was pre-Drake and Nicki. So Cash Money was really New Orleans Cash Money. The first time to really be in the studio, it was like, damn, you don't do this. This is dope. And then started seeing DJ Quick, which is my other mentor. When I actually witnessed how he creates music, I'm like, no, I want to do that. I want to do that right there. Fast forward, Katrina happened, moved to Atlanta. All through high school, got a Dell computer, Acid Pro 4.0. Cracked it. Yes, that was the wave. Started making crazy mixtapes. Got picked up by Slip and Slide. Got picked up by Slip and Slide, didn't like the contract, so I didn't sign. I said, nah, that ain't happening. My next door neighbor had put me on. He was like, yo, my uncle does music too. I'm like, yeah, okay. Well, all right, whatever. He's like, no, like, he really do music. I'm like, all right, cool. So he introduced me. His name is Rico Della Vaga. Never heard that name a day in my life, so I was like, okay. He's like, yo, I'm going to bring you to the studio. I'm like, okay. At this time, I'm 17, so I'm like, I was around fresh. You can't tell me nothing. That's my hero right there. So I felt that I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. He brings me to the studio. I did not know that he stayed 3 blocks away from where I lived at. He brings me to the studio. I'm thinking I'm about to see a board. I'm used to seeing this. Yeah. Every time on TV, they show you this. The SSL. Yeah. Like, I want to see that. I see a Dell computer, a U87, a Phantom, and some KRKs. He's like, this is the studio. No lie, I laughed. Like, get out of here. This is not the studio. What are you talking about? This is not a studio, bro. I got this at my house. Even though I didn't have that at my house, but it's like, I got a computer. I can record. So, like, what are you talking about? He's like, bro, it's not the equipment. It's the guy that's working the equipment. Facts. And then he went into his closet and started pulling out plaques and just throwing them on the ground. Faith Evans, 112, Biggie. Ooh. He is a part of the Hitmen, and everybody in this room know who the Hitman is. I had to shut up then. Like, you know what? You may be on to something. Like, you work with all this? It's like, yeah, and he pulled it up on a Dell. On a Dell, not a Mac, not some $5,000, $20,000 equipment, and showed me raw session files. Shout out to Rico, because he put me on it, and I went to college for it. But by the time I went to college and paid 10 grand, they're like, yo, why you even come here?